It is seen at this time, many things to come forward for you and others alike. In fact, it won't be long at all before all comes to fruition. As we have said this before, it is imperative to discuss what the aftermath is all about, from a trajectory of truth and apparent means to facilitate movement through all of it. It is seen here those of you with no qualms about you, taking stride as it were, to discuss with yourselves the aspects of being needed, in fact, to disclose this, securely perched to the backs of those around you who demand the best to be met at this time. We infer at this time all things are superimposed upon each other, leaving little concern about any of it. As we have said before, let us do the talking as it is seen those others who impose themselves upon this medium, to discuss further episodes of being unsuitable to disclose at this time. It is said in fact, those others are affiliated with those dark forces of energies now seen throughout the lands of time. Let us say this, in effect discounting all those whose idea of fun and frolic are associated not with the one above, but those forces of darkness prepared to strike at any time whatsoever. And now, to do this effectively, we must search bewildered areas of being, in search of predecessors of corruption of spirit, whereby all was lost to the dark ramblings of those so incurred with blackness surrounding them. It is unheard of to give credence to these folks, yet here we are, complete with animosity and jealousy, among others, about them. So it is seen here, attributes of being, forlorn with fright and distrust, making headway into the times to come. It is not the thing to do to arrive at safety. This we know and are aware of. Lest it be said otherwise, we inform you of consequences seen when those forces about you are directly related to causes of darkness within. It is seen this is how it is. It is known to you there are things afoot that will take your breath away. As it is said to you, equally so is understood that you are going to be discussed by those in charge when awareness dawns on them that all is not well in the arena of their lives. As we see this here, you are doing well indeed. They are not, there are things afoot that will disturb the peace of those in charge. As we move through this period we see them flustered, for before them lies doubt on a grand scale from those whose force of belief about them has vanished into thin air. Bereft are the consequences seen here, yet all about them determines little to do to efface their situation even more. At this time also we reference those abilities to disturb past proceedings, and make them useful in their situation indeed. So it is said, when all about you crumbles neatly to the ground, about which seems appropriate at best, how is it you concern yourself with splendor at its best? The sanctity of these situations does not exist for them at this time in particular, and enforces only their own skullduggery at best. We inform you now of all concerned on this project that they are going to be misled in a way that upholds the doctrine of sustainability and enforces their ability to refuge themselves, in which they will see themselves for what they are, unsustainable in their present context of selfhood. As it stands to reason, there is no ability to tolerate such an infestation of being proper on the lands of God. We see this diminishing greatly in the days to come. Often it is said at times like these that to perpetuate the darkness is one thing, to honor it is simply another. We see both disappearing in due time, for all about you undergoes change in these circumstances before you. At long last we temper all met within with grandeur and splendor unlike any other, and this is to take place soon, as all goes awry for those in charge. We say this knowing full well to honor these things marks a course of burden on the part of those so involved. It is, however, necessary to do at this point in time and referenced as such as well. Put to good use your abilities to sanction one another in terms of honor and glory within. It will help immensely in the days to come.